To the True Man Podcast. This is an invitation to radical reconstruction of a man's masculine heart and soul in a place of safe community where we dare to ask questions deep seated inside a man and explore ways to help you become a better man, a better son, a better dad, and a better spouse. Well, thank you for joining me today on the True Man Podcast. Let's talk about something that seems to me to be an important topic and perhaps even a lost art these days. Do you keep your vows and oaths? Are you a man of honor? Now, it feels to me like our integrity towards honoring one another in terms of maintaining and keeping our vows and oaths has slipped. Not a little, feels like a lot to me. Do you sense it? Here we are in the middle of a presidential election, and it feels like the candidates, well, they commonly seem to choose to speak differently with people based on where the campaign stops and who their audience is. Now, I like to call this pandering to low information voters and people who can't seem to tell the difference between truth and bullshit. Beyond those current types of events, and we see a lot of it, it's all over television right now, so you know what's going on. Feels to me like a man's handshake with another man feels like it doesn't mean anything anymore. It doesn't carry the weight that it perhaps should. Is that something you're sensing and feeling as well? Well, welcome to this episode of the True Man Podcast. And today I'm jumping into the idea of vows and oaths and how these sacred promises shape our personal, professional, and spiritual lives. Now, in a world where commitments seem fleeting, understanding the weight of our words and the integrity they carry, it's really more crucial now than it ever has been. You can separate yourself from the rest of the world, believe it or not, by honoring your integrity. Seems silly, but there's so much truth in it. It's imperative for a man to keep his vows and oaths because these commitments can become a powerful tool for growth and integrity. Of course, when we don't do this, you lose credibility, and people want to have authentic and truthful relationships with people and those that they do business with. Now, if you don't keep your vows and oaths, you're going to go down the path of a miserable life, quite frankly. Now, why is this important, you may ask? Well, at the core of vows and oaths lies personal integrity. Now, when a man makes a promise, he takes his honor on and his ability to follow through. The adherence to one's word builds trust, not only with others, but also with oneself. Trust is the bedrock of all relationships, whether they be family relationships, friendships, romantic partnerships, or business relationships. When we keep our promises, we demonstrate reliability and earn the respect and confidence of those around us. Now, in the professional world, vows and oaths often take the form of contracts, agreements, and other professional ethics. Upholding these commitments is essential for maintaining a reputation of reliability and competence. A man who honors his professional promises is seen as trustworthy, which can lead to more opportunities, career advancement, and stronger professional relationships. Breaking these commitments, however, can lead to a loss of credibility and respect, potentially damaging your career and your professional network. But what about in your faith? For many men, faith plays a central role in their life. Religious vows and oaths often symbolize a deep commitment to a higher power and set of spiritual principles. Now, keeping these promises is a way to live out one's faith authentically, serving as a testament to one's dedication and moral fiber. Now, it reflects a man's commitment to living according to the values and teachings of his faith, which can provide guidance and strength in times of difficulty. As I like to say, follow the ways of Jesus. Let him be your model and guide. If you model Jesus' teachings, you will have a life filled with integrity, love, and peace. So, how do vows and oaths relate to the commitments we make in life? Well, in our personal lives, vows and oaths might include promises to family and friends. Now, these can range from, things like your wedding vows to taking that you take with a spouse to the promise that we make with our children or our parents or our friends. Each promise signifies a commitment to nurture, protect, and support those we love. Now, keeping these vows fosters a sense of security and stability within our families and our friendships, reinforcing the bonds that hold these relationships together. You can strengthen your relationships with these vows and bonds. And in the workplace, commitments might include deadlines, project goals, professional conduct standards, for example. And honoring these commitments showcases a man's dedication to his role and his team. It's about being dependable and delivering on what you've promised, which enhances teamwork and all organizational success. Now, when everyone in a professional setting can rely on each other to keep their word, it creates a productive and positive work environment. And who doesn't want that? Now, in your faith life, commitments often involve a deeper spiritual discipline, such as prayer, worship, and acts of service. Now, these vows are not just personal, but communal, as they often impact how we interact with our faith communities and really everyone around us. Upholding these commitments strengthens our spiritual journey and provides a framework for living a life of purpose and meaning. Now, everyday life is certainly a test between good and evil. Spiritual warfare is a real thing. So, how we manage our vows and oaths when they are tested is a very big thing. Every vow and oath will inevitably be tested. Life's challenges and temptations are the difficulties that test the strength of our commitments. Now, whether it's the temptation to break a promise due to personal gain, the challenge of maintaining professional ethics under pressure, or staying true to spiritual vows in the face of doubt and adversity, well, these tests certainly reveal the true depth of our integrity. And what about adversity? I talked about adversity at length on last week's podcast, episode 169. Check it out. Adversity often brings out true character, how we respond to difficult situations, whether we remain steadfast in our promises or falter. It defines us. And when we face hardships, our vows and oaths are certainly put to the test, revealing our resilience and our commitment to our values. And it's during these times that we have the opportunity to demonstrate true strength and integrity. It's always a test, isn't it? And an important part of that test that comes at us is that they serve as learning tools if we choose to look at them in that light. And I would encourage you to do so. Many people look at these challenges as adversity that they can't overcome, but it's always a choice, and you can always choose to overcome. So when we're faced with these tests, it's essential to reflect and assess on our responses. Did we honor our commitments or did we fall short? Now, reflection allows us to understand the reasons behind our actions and identifies area for improvement. In fact, I like to call reflection discernment. It provides a chance to learn from our mistakes and to reinforce our resolve to keep our promises in the future. And here's the thing, every challenge we overcome, it strengthens our resilience, it makes us stronger. By consistently upholding our vows and oaths, we build a habit of integrity that becomes second nature. And this resilience not only helps us in future tests, but also sets a positive example for others to follow. And it's about cultivating a mindset where keeping our word is non negotiable. Let me repeat that. It's about cultivating a mindset where keeping our word is non negotiable. It's called character, and you need to keep that word regardless of the circumstances. And we can't forget the role accountability plays in maintaining our vows and oaths. Who's your wingman, your accountability partner? Who do you talk with about your goals and your dreams and your vows and your oaths? Accountability is a powerful tool for maintaining integrity. Sharing our vows and oaths with trusted friends and mentors, of maybe faith leaders that can provide the support and encouragement needed to stay true to our commitments are critically important. And these individuals can offer guidance, hold us accountable, and help us navigate the difficult challenges that we face, ensuring that we stay on the right path. Now, setting and keeping your vows and oaths can help add value and increase the level of integrity you have and display in your life. People will do that, people will and see you doing things, and they'll see you doing them with integrity. Equally important is that you see yourself maintaining these vows and oaths. Keeping our vows and oaths that leads to a profound sense of personal fulfillment. It's about living in alignment with our values and knowing that we are true to our word. Now, this integrity brings inner peace and a sense of accomplishment that cannot be derived from external achievements alone. Now, in your professional life, integrity is often a key differentiator, isn't it? A man who's known for keeping his promises is trusted and respected by their colleagues and their clients alike. Now, this reputation can open doors, create opportunities, maybe lead towards career advancement and success. And it's about being someone others can count on, which is an invaluable thing in any professional setting and really in any area of your life. Now, how about your faith again? Spiritually, keeping our faith based promises deepens our connection to our beliefs and principles. It reinforces our commitment to living a life that is reflective of our spiritual values. And this spiritual growth provides a sense of purpose and direction, guiding us through life's uncertainties and challenges. Now, as I wrap up today, let me close with this. The importance of keeping vows and oaths cannot be overstated. These commitments are the foundation upon which personal integrity, professional success, and spiritual fulfillment are built. By understanding the significance of our promises and diligently upholding them, we cultivate a life of honor, trust, and respect. Now, tests and challenges will undoubtedly arise. That's just life. But they offer valuable opportunities for growth and learning. And by reflecting on our experiences, strengthening our resilience, and building accountability, we can navigate these tests and emerge stronger and more committed to our values. So, as we navigate the complexities of life, let us remember the power of our words and the importance of keeping our vows and oaths. It's through these commitments that we will define our character and leave a lasting legacy of integrity and honor. Now, thank you for joining me this week on the True Man podcast. I hope you enjoyed this conversation about vows and oaths. It's a conversation that I don't think is being had. And it's a conversation that I think we need to talk more about. Having integrity and honor is critically important. And quite honestly, many of our leaders throughout the world, let alone the United States, are not showing this commitment to character. They don't show it in their words or their deeds. And I think it's something that right here in this great country of America that we really want to see from our leaders, whether they be running for president, whether they be corporate leaders, whether they be leaders in a church, regardless. We want to see honor and integrity. Here's to bringing that back. Now, if you have any questions about today's show, or you just like to reach out to me and chat, just reach out to me at Mike at TrueManLifeCoaching.com. And as always, if you enjoyed today's topic and the True Man podcast, please leave me a great review on your favorite podcast channel. Until next week, go out and make this your very best day ever.